Welcome back everybody to another 92 plates video. Now you may remember a couple of months ago I got gifted this Ninja 3-in-1 toaster by Ninja themselves. And the video, I got a lot of feedback that I waffled too much and I didn't really review the product. So I thought after this time I've used it a lot more than what I had done back then. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to bring you my updated review on the 3-in-1 Ninja toaster. Let's roll the tape. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the actual size of this. It's quite a chunky piece of kit. However, it is quite powerful as well. So this is 2,400 watts when a standard oven is around 3,200. So you're not saving a lot when it comes to money and power and things like that. However, if you just wanted a quick dinner or to chuck something quick into here rather than chucking on an oven, this piece of kit is absolutely perfect. The same with the air fryer as well. On here I've cooked chicken nuggets, I've cooked fish fingers, we've cooked chips, I've done paninis, I've even baked a pesto and mozzarella turnover in here as well. So it is pretty versatile. You can do a lot of things in here. However, the one thing that I will say is that there is not a lot of space. The pan itself is actually quite small compared to the unit, so you can't fit a lot on there. So for example, the paninis, you can only fit one sandwich at a time. So when there's two of you, you have to cook one and then cook the other one straight after. If it is just you, if you're at university, if you are on your own, or if you're just cooking a quick meal because the other half is out, then this is a perfect piece of kit to be able to actually do that, because you can quickly just cook something in here if you want chicken nuggets. Then you can carry on going gaming. I mean, I shouldn't admit this, but that's what I do. If the wife is out, I would cook chicken nuggets so that I can get to gaming quicker. Yeah, not really great, but there's a little secret for you. The other great thing is that once you're finished cooking, if you don't have to have something separate to put the hot pan or hot plate onto, because when you take it out, you can literally just put it on top. This is actually made for the pan. I don't really know what it's called. The pan, the plate, whatever this thing is, it's made to put onto the top of the actual toaster. So we've got 5 settings here. We've got the grill, the panini, the bake, the reheat, and obviously the toaster, because that's its main purpose. Let's start with the panini. So you get given this little contraption that goes onto the pan, so you clamp the panini together. What I have learned is use thick bread. Don't use medium or thin sliced bread, because when you come to actually clamp it down, it doesn't actually give that pressure that a panini needs to be able to transfer that heat. You can still do it. You can still use medium and thin sliced bread. It will take a lot longer for the toasty to actually cook if you do use those smaller slices of bread, because it's not creating that much contact with the bread itself. So I found that using thicker bread is better when it comes to using the panini side of this. It does toast fantastic, it does toast great, it does toast like any other toaster, which most of us already have in our household. If you don't, then this is going to be perfect, but it can only fit 2 pieces of toast in there. You can't fit more than that. It says artisan bread, but again, you can't fit a lot in here. So it's, again, quite a big appliance for just 2 pieces of bread to be toasted at a time. When it comes to the bake and the grill side, it's absolutely perfect. Like I said, I have cooked chicken nuggets, I've cooked fish fingers and chips into here. When using the settings for the bake or the grill, if you're putting in frozen fish fingers or frozen chicken nuggets like I've done, you only get certain temperatures when it comes to actually setting them. There's only 3 temperature settings on this, a low, a medium, a high. You cannot change those. They are preset depending on the function that you are using. So for example, the fish fingers, they needed 210 degrees in a normal oven, 190 in a fan oven, and they wanted 15 to 18 minutes. Because this isn't a fan oven, I had to put this on high temperature, which was 205 degrees. Again, I couldn't change that temperature. So it took for about 4 minutes longer than what it said on the packet, but it still cooked them pretty amazingly. So like I said, you got the 3 temperatures, you can't change them, which is a little bit frustrating, because it would have been nice to be able to actually set the temperature for these. But unfortunately you can't, so you gotta go with whatever's the closest one to what it says on the packet or whatever you're trying to cook, and then add on or take away time dependent. Always make sure your food is cooked before you actually eat anything from here, just in case, because obviously it's not going to be exact to what is on the packet that you're trying to cook. My last little bit of feedback would be around the pan itself. And it is a little small for the actual size of the appliance. You can fit quite a lot of things on there, so I had chunky fish fingers and I could fit all 6 onto 1 pan, which is perfect. That would have been great for 2 of us. But anything else that you want to put on there, you can't. So if you're trying to make fish fingers and chips, or if you're trying to make chicken nuggets and chips, you won't be able to fit it all onto here. As long as you've only got one hot element in the dish that you're trying to make, this is perfect. If you're using the hob, and then you want something that needs to be put into an oven, then this is also perfect, because you can put the thing in here that you need to normally put in the oven, cook the rest on the hob, and then you've got your entire dish. But where it says that it could feed a family, I don't believe that to be true. I don't think this is a family-based appliance. I think this is more perfect for cooking for just 1 or maybe 2 at a push, and it all obviously depends on the dish that you're trying to cook. To wrap up, my final review of this appliance is that it is actually pretty good if you are just cooking for yourself, or if you are cooking for 2 people, dependent on the dish. The Panini press for toasties works perfectly if you're using that thicker bread. You can't overload the toasty, otherwise it won't fit into this hole here, because it's just going to be too much for it to handle. It's too thick, and it just won't fit. So if you are looking for something that you can use instead of an oven, where you can just cook a meal for yourself, whether you're at university, you're on your own, or you want to take this to the office, whatever it is that you want to do, if you are cooking just for that single person or a single item, this is absolutely fantastic. 2, like I said, at a push, but any more than that, you wouldn't be able to cook a full meal in. But it is still pretty good. I mean, it cooks toasties really quickly. It's great for lunchtime if I just come down, chuck a toasty on. Is it going to replace anything in my kitchen? Probably not. It's not going to replace the toaster. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this video was less waffle, and I hope it gave you more of an idea of what this appliance can do, the Ninja 3-in-1 toaster. And let me know if you do buy it. Let me know if you do have it and what your thoughts are on it as well.